I have this car. I drove this car for 6,000 miles. This is second oil change that I'm doing this. There is a reason I'm doing it in 3,000 miles, because it's brand new. Most people, they say it's brand new car, don't do an oil change. Especially dealers, they tell you do it in 10,000 miles. This is wrong. New things, you need to do it. This is called prime. Have you heard prime? People, they prime engine, they prime oil pump. You need to prime it. Same thing with the new engine. I used to have a alteration business back in my country. We were buying new sewing machine every time, like this car. Same mechanically, same thing. The gears attaching to each other. First night when we had that sewing machine, the brand new sewing machine, we put it in our place. We put a lot of oil and grease and let it run for 24 hours. You should not listen to dealer. It's BS, because some dealers, they promise oil change and they don't want to do it every 5,000 miles. That's why they tell you you need the oil change in 10,000 miles. This is totally wrong. You need to do oil change, at least couple oil change at the first 20,000 miles. At least you need to do 5 or 6 oil change. Most of the people, they work on cars, they don't know how to do oil change properly. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can do the oil change properly, how you can check your oil, how you can add oil, a lot of tips that you may not know. And if you think you know oil change, I promise you, stick to the end of the video, you will find out you didn't know anything about the oil change, because there's a lot of things going on in the oil change and the damage it can create. And if you're newbie, you don't know oil change, you take your car to Walmart or any other places like a Express Lube or some places to do your oil change. This information will boost your knowledge, save you a lot of money. This is the oil that I'm going to use, 5W30 Mobile 1. I bought it from Walmart, and this is the Mobile 1 filter. If you look at the holes, this is the main one, this is the side. Oil from here goes to the filter and comes out from there. If you don't do your oil change on time, if you have a dirty filter and it won't clean it up, but you will have the same metal inside your engine, and this will damage your piston, rod bearing. You need to know that changing your oil maybe costs you 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, for some cars 150. But believe me, if you miss it, you're gonna pay thousands of dollars just because you didn't spend that 50 bucks, or you didn't write down your mileage, you didn't write down the date. Before doing your oil change, you need to know what type of oil you need for your car and what kind of filter you need and the amount of oil you need to put in your car. You need to know, make sure you should put the same amount you take out, and you cannot measure it by looking at the oil. You need to know the numbers. There's a tip. Take it out, don't lift it up like that, don't hold it like this, because the oil will move ups and downs, depends how you hold the dipstick. Hold it straight and look at the level. It should be in the second dot, it means full. Couple dipsticks, sometimes they are dirty, you cannot read it. I recommend buying a brake cleaner. You need to clean it with the brake cleaner so you can see it like this. You clean it like this, dry it out, and put it back again. You put it back again, wait a couple seconds, like this. Take it out. As I said, don't lift it up, don't hold it down, just hold it like this, and you see it's in level. And if you cannot see it again after you're cleaning it with the brake fluid, the tip I'm showing you, like this. Hold the paper towel like this, okay? Put this on top of the paper towel and slide it to the side, and you can see it was full. And if it was here, if it was there, it means there's less oil. I can do it on the other side. Just put it slowly and gently on the paper towel and slide it. You see? That shows you how much oil you have in the car. All right, let's go. In order to make sure I don't forget to add the oil, I'm gonna leave this halfway through the dipstick hole. I'm gonna leave it like that. I wanna make sure. And I'm gonna take this cap off. Why? Because whenever I take the filter off and take the drain plug, I need air go through so they can take more oil from the engine out. This is the tip. If you keep this closed when you do oil change, the air won't go through and you will leave a lot of oil, old and dirty oil inside the engine. It will not come off. I'm gonna leave this off. Make sure to leave it like that. I like this drip pen because I can close it, and I can close this upper place, it won't spill, and it takes 16 quarts, 15 liter. It takes a lot of oil. I can do 3 oil changes with this without spilling oil outside. Put this underneath it. Okay, you don't need a long ratchet to break the bolts. Leave this on the side. Just put this on and just hold it like this and just hit it one time. And that's it. You see, I'll break it. You don't need a long ratchet. Bring this underneath it. That's it. Take the nut out. Make sure these nuts has a washer. You need to make sure put it back as it is. If you miss the washer, make sure buy another washer and put it in. Oil filters used to come with these washers. The oil is completely drained, and I'm gonna put this plug back. Okay, this is tight. This is the filter that I removed from the car. You see, Nissan. These signs you see around the filter, these are the signs that you need to hold on. You need to grab with the tools, not with hand. You put the tools around it, twist it, so you can get it with hand and remove it. If you grab it from here or here, you will damage the filter and you cannot get it out. I've seen people, they struggle, they poke a hole in it, they put the metal into it because they grabbed it in the wrong place. This is the place you should put your tools and spin it. That's it. And when you want to put it back, you don't need tools. You just hand tight it, that's it. Because if you use tools, you're gonna poke a hole in the filter and you're gonna have a problem. Another important tip, these filters comes with a gasket. I've seen people, they leave this gasket on and then try to tighten this on top of the gasket. Double gasket start leaking as soon as you start the car. Always pay attention, these filters need to come out with the gasket. Okay, we're gonna put fresh oil in the new filter. There's a reason you need to do it. I can say camshaft or all the components in the car, as soon as you start the car, it spends thousands per second. You don't want to drive the car, you don't want to run the car with the air. You need to make sure you have oil. You don't need to fill it out all the way to here, just a little bit oil, so when you start it, the engine can get oil right away. Otherwise it will run dry and you're gonna mess up the engine internally. Okay, this is enough, and you need to rub some oil around this gasket so it's sealed up quickly. And let's put some more oil in it. Don't worry about it, these oil will suck inside this canister. These things will suck the oil in. All right, I'm gonna go put the filter back. Okay, now time to put the oil back. You need to have a long funnel. Alongside that, brake cleaner, and make sure always clean it. Clean inside the funnel because you don't want to get debris and dirt inside your engine. Then take the cap off, make sure it's dry. Put it here and then just put the oil in. I removed the jack and jack stand so the car will be level, and you need to make sure put the oil. All the oil comes with this measurement. It says how much oil you need. This car take fully like 5 quart, and I'm gonna put all of them in. Okay, that's all. Check the oil, take the dipstick out, clean it out, put it back, check it, make sure it's in level. Yes, as you see. But important note, you need to start the car, let the car run for 5 minutes and then, or 2 minutes, warm up, and then recheck it again after you let the car cool down for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Don't just rely on the first check. Make sure always double check, because you want to have enough oil in the car. You don't want to run your car without oil. Even your customer's car, your own car. You need to make sure do it, and always clean this cap. This area, it's important. You don't want to get debris and dirt inside the engine. Okay, I'm gonna start the car. Let it run for a couple seconds, warm up, take all the oil inside the engine, and then turn it off. As I said, it's very important to put the oil inside the oil filter. I've seen people, they just run the car dry. It takes a couple seconds to get that oil into the filter and suck it back into the engine and lubricate it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just run your car with air. Air will damage your engine. These small things, it will double your car's life. It's very important. I'm going to turn it off and recheck the oil. Okay, let's take the dipstick out, clean it, and put it back. I don't like the Nissan's dipstick. It's curvy and it's hard to put it in and take it out. All right, I think we're good. Let's check it again. I want to make sure we have enough oil. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, take it out. Don't lean it down or up. I think we are low. Yes, I'm gonna add more oil. It's low. You see, first time when I checked it, it was level. Now it's low. All right, I'm gonna recheck it again. Make sure we are full with 530. Wait a couple seconds. Take it out. That's perfect. Now we have enough oil in the car and we did our oil change right. This is very important. You always need to double check. Don't rely on the first check. You know, when you check it, it's good, and just let the car go, because that's very dangerous. Low oil, it's killing the car. All right, guys, I showed you guys how you can check your dipstick, how you clean it, measure your oil, how you can do oil change. This oil change is not just for beginner. This is for even people, they work on cars. I'm sure they didn't know most of the stuff. They do it wrong. I've seen that. I worked in dealers and I've seen most mechanics, certified mechanics, they did it wrong. This is the right way. You should do it, especially when you pour oil inside the filter. You don't want to run your car dry. You need to make sure, double check the amount of oil you have in the car. This is the third time. I'm going to start the car, let it run, warm up, and then go recheck it again. I'm sure I have enough oil in the car, but just to make sure, you don't want to run your car without oil. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you had any question, just leave a comment. I will answer all of my comments. And it takes a lot of time to create these videos, record it, post it, post-production. And I would be appreciated if you just like the video and support my channel. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.